All right, so let's talk Mastery Check 4. A lot is the same as what you've seen before. A couple of new things. I want to just talk you through all of this. So if and when you have questions, you can go back to here and see if they're answered them. What we're going to be assessing, we're going to be assessing our craft, our mentor, our design, and our storytelling standards. You need to finish your project, first off, if you haven't done that. Be mindful of trying to do that. Submit what you have now, and we'll reassess it once it is actually done. Give feedback to other groups' prototypes. We did that as a group. If you weren't there for that, go ahead and talk to other groups. Give them my like, I wish, I wonder feedback, so that they have your feedback for them for when they attempt future projects. Complete your project page. This is your project page. This is the one in your engineering notebook at the start of this project. Before we started sketching, before we just started designing, there should be a title and an end date. Go ahead and complete filling that out. We need to have our drawing of what our project wound up looking like. Some dimensions, if you can kind of rough estimate those. List the materials that you used, just what they were. You don't need to talk about quantities at this point. Talk about why you chose what you built for this project. That satisfies the prompts part of it. Talk about the skills that you were already good at, that you used, that you got better at as you did this, and that you started for the first time maybe in this project. And that is going to summarize your project page. Go ahead and double check the template at the beginning of your engineering notebook that we made, just to make sure that you have all the content in there. And then finally, we're going to talk about the story of your build. All right, so spoiler alert, all of this stuff is going into our portfolio pages. So the purpose of these mastery checks is to get that content ready in little chunks, so that at the end of the year, when we're doing our portfolios, you don't have to do everything all at once. So, Mastery Check 4, you need 2 pictures, one of your project page, one or more of your actual project. If you want to copy this slide and make more of them so you can put more pictures in there so you have them all in one place, not a bad choice, but you only need to have 1 project page and 1 project. Before we go any further, I do want to say here's all the standards of what a 3 looks like. So if you want a 4, do more than that. Most of these are most or almost all, so make sure that you have all or all. All right. Pictures, that's good. Reflect on your project. These need to be 1-sentence stories. I need 1-sentence stories. Otherwise, there's no way they're going to be assessed at a 4. You need to talk clearly and concisely about the hardest part of your project and why should anybody care that it was hard? Why are you proud of what you did on this project and what the obstacles and challenges that you overcame? And tell me something specifically that you're proud of and why are you proud of that? All right. Talking about groups, trying to make it more clear, we have 2 slides for 2 groups. I'm asking you 2 questions for each group. So this one says group 1 top, says group 1 at the bottom, says group 2 at the top, group 2 at the bottom. All right. So I want you to write 2 complete sentences about 2 different groups. All right. So the first one, who's in the group, what are they making, why? And the second one, describe something about the progress or about the project that they did that stood out to you and caused you to give them I like, I wish, I wonder feedback. So that's group 1. Same thing for group 2. The only thing I want you to do is I want you to make the group 1 text purple, just so I know you're watching this video. And it doesn't have to be a big deal, but just when you write it down, go ahead and change your font color to purple so that I see that you've watched this video and got all the content for it. All right, next up, storytell. Back to just black text. Write 5 bullet points about the specific story of your build. We did this already. We did some of this already when we were almost done. So you can take a lot from that Mastery Check 3, drop it into here, update the last couple of bullet points with how you finish your project. I know there were some left turns at the last second and some things you had to overcome, some design choices that you made to get it done in time. Talk about those, all right? Just bullet points about what your progress was. As we get into the end of the year, we'll turn this more into a narrative, but right now, just give me some bullet points. All right, and then the last one. This is new, storytell. Look up on the wall above the sewing machines, storytell. Those are our standards up there. I want you to pick one of those standards, just write 1 sentence about how you improved in that standard. All right, be specific. Don't just say I'm a better designer because my designs are better. That is not specific. That is not helpful for you being able to explain why you are a better designer. Right? So pick something specific that you did as it relates to one of our standards and capture that. All right. So that's it. That's it for Mastery Check 4. Craft, mentor, design, storytell. Ask a neighbor, ask me if you have any questions, and good luck. Have fun.